I got home and I got a bag from China. So get our first parts from China. This is a brake booster master cylinder delete kit. The whole everything bolts to there, and then you can just bolt the master cylinder to this. So yeah, I'll have that on. I'll show you what I did to convert the factory master cylinder to manual brakes. Super cheap. So all right, we're at the garage. Got the car unmasked a little bit, pulled off most of the tape and everything. Wanted to point out what was in the last clip there when I got it in the mail. This plate here that actually holds the gas and brake pedal assembly in here. I'll show you. So we have a brake pedal and a gas pedal again. And then I made this piece here, right here. This pokes out through the hole into the master cylinder. I cleaned up the master cylinder, painted the actual cylinder part, cleaned up this, then painted the cat black. I think it came out pretty good. So how this works now, this mounts to here like this. I still have to drill holes for these tabs. And then there's, instead of there being a rod that goes through a booster, there is just that rod. Yeah, that's where we are, getting her done. While I was working on the pedals, this is the clutch master cylinder. The clutch master cylinder that was in the car was brand new, and I'm pretty sure it's going to work. I mean, it's a master cylinder. I don't think a K series one or a D series one are going to be too different. So if it doesn't work, I'll figure it out. But I still need to drill this out. I don't have the drill bit. I cleaned off the windshield a little bit. Just need to get that buffer and do the glass polish. Thanks, Charles, for actually privately messaging me and reminding me that apparently glass polish exists. So I'm going to let this dry, and then I'm going to put the clutch master cylinder back in, put the clutch pedal in, and see how all that goes. So check back in a sec. All right, so I just got the clutch master cylinder in, and guys, the Civic has 3 pedals again. Everything's good, there's no pressure. I still need to make this longer because it won't go through and I can't push it because it's not mounted. And the gas pedal's all good. I got and removed all the cruise control. Got to take all this out. Not running any factory wiring. It's just all going almost full race car, but kind of almost hardwired everything because I want as little accessories as possible. So it is freezing cold. But I'm doing okay. I need to get a heater out here, and I think I will, but first I need to get whatever the width of these are and height of them are, so I know how much insulation to get. I'm gonna get like an inch thick insulation to like tape up these windows, and then get like a little, I already have that there just so the light doesn't shine into the house. But yeah, I just needed to do that so I can set up a heater in here so it's not frigid. It's about like 25 degrees in Pennsylvania here. But I was bored at the garage here. I'm starting to take all the wiring out here. And I did some like research on the VIN since the block was sitting sideways to kind of keep the dust from settling in it. I had rags over here, but I was just looking at it. And what's cool is this motor is from an FB6. It's a 2013. It was white. It had like 80,000 miles on it, the last reporting a couple years ago, something like that. I think that's cool. It's going in a sedan. It came from a sedan, and it was white. So maybe down the road, when this is all said and done, maybe I'll paint it white. But yeah, just wanted to let you know. Thought that was cool. It came from a sedan. It was white, and it's going in a sedan that might be white. Yeah, let's get her done. Quick update. I'm working on the interior a little bit here, getting ready. And, no more wiring harness. I terminated the back half of the car here because I'm gonna wire in the taillights and brakes and stuff. And then I'm gonna use the stock tank now because it's cheap. Just gonna get a Walboro 450, throw it in there, run some Amazon or eBay or Amazon 6AN or 8AN lines at the front here. What I'm gonna do now, I'm actually going to get the subframe underneath the car. I for the longest time thought I lost the bolts, but I'm actually smart and I put them all in a baggie. There's 2 different sizes, I think 4 on each side, so I'll check back when I get that in, and it'll start looking like a car again. Alright, I got the subframe bolts here. Got the subframe lifted up there. I just measured all the bolts here. These are all 100 millimeters exactly. These are all 83 millimeters exactly. So I know they didn't stretch and I can still use them. So I'm going to slap this up there, and then the subframe will be in the car. And then maybe we'll take a look at the brakes and spindles today, maybe get them cleaned up. Preparation. Tomorrow we're going down to Virginia, down to Quantico, to get a RSX Type-S ECU. So we can get that sent out to K-Pro to put the K-Pro version 4 in it. That's what's going to run the car. And then a race pack for all my information. I might run an outside tack, and I also might run outside things like air fuel, stuff like that, whatever. But yeah. All right, I got 4 of the subframe bolts in. Now I'm gonna start tearing in and getting the suspension ready to get put back on, because that's gonna be happening. I got the spindle all naked here, torn down the way I want it. Took the dust shield off because it was ugly. Took off the brake line, little bracket there, won't be needing that. And then, yeah, just hit it with the wire brush a little bit to clean it up. Needs a new wheel bearing. It's not too bad. I'm going to put one in it anyway. Anyway, new ball joint, definitely. It still feels good, but it's pretty blown out. So, got the lower control arm, upper control arm separated. Got the caliper here. Just took the whole bracket off and everything. I'm going to rebuild those, paint them silver, and then we'll go from there. I'm going to go ahead and break down the other spindle, and then we'll see what comes from that. Hey guys, at work, me again. So remember, well, today we're going down to Quantico to get the ECU, an 02 to 04 RSX Type-S ECU, and I'm also picking up the head for the K20Z3 head for the K24. And I was doing some research today, getting ready to order some more parts, and turns out all the engine mount kits for K-swapping into an EK Civic requires that you use a DC Integra or an EG Civic front subframe, because it gives you better drive shaft or better axle angle, and puts the K at a little bit better position for closing the hood and everything like that. And I didn't know that. I thought all the mounts were based off the EK front subframe. So just wanted to make that quick update. So all that work we did last night was kind of pointless, and it took me like an hour to figure out how to lift up that subframe by myself and get a couple bolts started. So yeah, next time you see me, we'll be hitting the road here. It's still early in the day. Once I get off work, we'll head down to Virginia. It's about 2.5 hours, and pick up that ECU. But that's where I will pick up, and just wanted to share my mistake. So yeah, let's move it. Let's hit the road. Guys, I'm going to interrupt the drive just for a second. I got a hold of somebody with a DC Integra front subframe, so we're going to get that tonight too. But let's get on to driving. We're on the road now. GPS says about 2 hours and 15 minutes, so let's go get this ECU. I love Baltimore traffic. Anyway. Alrighty guys, we made it to Virginia, and happy to tell you we got it. So K20 A2 out of a Type-S. We're gonna head back up to Pennsylvania now, get the subframe and K20Z3 head, and we'll be getting on the way. I'm gonna go get a bite to eat. I'm hungry and tired, so let's do it. about an hour from home now, already in Maryland. I just want to give props to Nissan. It's awful that they use a CVT, but I'm gonna be honest, they're good for one thing. I've gotten 38 miles to the gallon out of a 2.5 liter on this trip, and that's impressive to me. So just wanted to point that out. I'll catch back in with you when I get home.
Had like a dead spot and that, and then one of the valves was bad. Oh god, you'll have to let me know.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah.
All right, we're back, and we got some things. Got the DC Integra front subframe. The guy I bought it from also gave me the lower control arms and the sway bar, so I don't have to buy that, which is kind of awesome. On top of that, we got the K20Z3 Head. This one has a broken valve guide because it was on a boosted car, but that's the only thing wrong with it. You can see it's that exhaust out, how it's like a half moon. That one's fine. So yeah, I put the bolts in the motor with some oil so that they get lubed up and they're not all junky. Got the heat set up in the garage, the fan to blow the heat around. Organized, got the cams over there, the upper water neck, the EK subframe, and the old K24 head. So yeah, just got McDonald's. Oh, also I got the insulation put in, and I just have some leftover insulation just shoved up against the garage door back there. But yeah. Since it was so nice, I figured with my heater, it has to be 65 degrees in here. I'm only a pair of jeans and a light jacket, and it's like 30 degrees outside. But got the Integra subframe in. Definitely like pushed back. It's closer to the firewall. That mount's a lot farther back. The mount looks like it'll put, I don't know, just the holes for the axles will look a little bit better, I think. Or it'll line up a lot better and everything. Just got everything over here. The only thing I am missing out of this whole thing here, I'm missing this pin for that lobe. Everything else is good. Have to get that. Those are super cheap. I have a plethora of cam sensors now. I can use both right angle sensors or two straight sensors and make it look nice and everything. But the valve train looks great, except for, like I say, that broken, oh, I cut myself too. But that broken valve guide, just got to fix that. Those are cheap. Put new, get new valves, or one new valve depending on what I can buy, and just relap them, clean it up real good, and they'll be ready to go. These pistons look good. Everything looks great. Like I said earlier, I just put these in, dipped them in oil so that they're all like clean and lubed up and there's not dust and crap getting in them. But yeah, DC subframe's in. I am going to get new lower control arms just because of the bushings are shot and everything, so they're cheap. Just grab a set of those. Then I'll get the EK suspension kit with the EG or DC rack, and we'll be good to go. So that's where I'm going to end it. Sorry it took so long to get this one out too. It's just a lot of work and a lot of stuff to do. So thanks for watching. I hope to see you in the next one.